Okay, Maria with the Amateur Crafter. We're going to finish up setting up the worryworm cards and then print and cut them on cardstock and finish this project up. It's been a few videos, so sorry about that, but it's been fun for me. I hope it's been fun for you. That's embarrassing. Okay, here we go. Back in Design Space, so there was a few things that I needed to fix. This image, well, we need to attach everything differently. So this attach worked properly. This print and cut should just be, this print and cut, actually, I think both of these print and cuts didn't work correctly. So maybe I need to attach these all separately instead of together. So I may have to do a couple more trials just to make sure that this works right. Oh, that's because I did it wrong. I'm supposed to flatten these instead of attach them. I attach the drawing to the square, but I flatten the two print and cuts. So let's detach this first. I forgot about the flatten. When you do print and cut, you flatten. Okay, so I'm taking this guy and I'm taking this guy, and then attach, make sure that it shows up in the page in that spot. So I'm gonna have to flatten and then attach. So I'm gonna flatten these two. And if you'll notice, it put those two items in one unit, which is fine, that's fine. So I'm gonna take the remaining items, the two graphics and the words, and then I am going to attach them to the card. So I think we should be good. Okay, cool. Let me save that. I've made changes. I can't believe I'm so excited. Oh yes, I remember now. So if we notice, there's my flattens, it's just gonna print then cut those and then attach them. I probably should have kept them as separate images and attached them, flattened them separately, but this is okay. If I wanted to do more editing with this, but I think it's gonna be like this forever. So at least for my worryworms, it will be. Okay, I need to click make. And we want to make sure that they show up correctly on the page. And then we're going to change our size and our other things. Oh, and I have the macron too, but that's okay. We'll put the worryworm thing in the macron too. So we have how many? I think we have 13 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So we're going to do this on 12 by 12 cardstock, which I obviously can't do with print and cut. Oh, I can't print on 12 by 12 cardstock either. So that's not going to work. But let's see how many, I think I can do 2 of these per page, hopefully. Yeah. So what I can do even is go ahead and put this up to 13, and it will add all of the extra pages. So let's just go ahead and do that. I did that and now I don't want to. Because it's not going to fit any more of these worryworm cards on a page. So there is going to be quite a bit of wasted paper here. But I'm just going to have to do that. I forgot that my printer doesn't print 12 by 12. Duh. If it did, I'd be able to probably fit you know, maybe 1 or 2 more per page, 4 per page instead of just the 2. It's too cheap to buy the 12 by 12 printer. Someday, maybe, we'll see. Yeah, but now that I did that, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna just change it and make 14 cards in, oh gosh, 7 copies. Whew, I can math. 7 copies in Windows. And let me see, I might have to do this on plain paper. I don't know if I have 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I have 12 by 12 cardstock. Oh, I do have 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Okay. It does have some flex in it, but I think that'll be okay. That's okay. I was going to show you how I have my paper stored and stuff, but I will do a separate video on that someday. Oh, 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 ah, oh, oh, ah. I accidentally picked up too much. I can actually use that piece of paper. Okay, let me get all this stuff back where it's supposed to go. I dropped some paper, transparencies, green paper. I dropped some stuff. I want to put it back before I lose it and get it all messed up. I don't know how I grabbed that. I should have just pulled out the entire thing instead of trying to strong arm it. Well, see, so what it's done is it gave me 7 mats of the 13, which is just fine. I'm just gonna, again, just go back to 2 just to do it on 1. I am grabbing my cardstock. I should show you what I should do here. Let me do one thing at a time. That's probably the best thing. So let's go ahead and click continue here. And I'm going to do the send to printer. In a minute. And my cardstock, oh, it won't matter for, well, it will matter for the printer. I'm going to have to change to a different paper type, but we'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put a whole bunch of this paper in my printer. I'm going to do it in the bypass tray because it's cardstock, it's heavier, and I don't think it's going to go through my rolling tray very well. So I'm going to put that in my bypass tray. And we are going to make 7 copies. We are going to turn off the bleed, and I am going to use the system dialog. So let's go ahead and click print. Okay, preferences. So I need to put that this is a heavy cardstock. Let me see if it says what weight it is on the package. 65 pound, 176 grams per whatever it's called. Grams per meter squared. So we want this quality, well, it's a laser printer, so I'm not going to worry about doing quality high. I'm gonna make sure to do one-sided printing. I don't want this to print on two sides. Page setup. Letter is fine. Paper source, I need to put it, it's in the bypass tray. And maybe the finishing is where I'm gonna have to put the multi-purpose tray is fine. And the paper type, there we go. I need to put on that it's heavy paper. There's thin, recycled, heavy. Okay, this is a 65 pound, 176 grams squared. Okay, so my printer may have a really hard time sending this through because it's that 163, but you know what? I could put it at this postcard level and it probably will go through okay because my range is in there, 176. Changing the paper type is recommended. Cannot use a selected paper type with the currently set output size. Oh, it wants it to do it like a 4x6. Okay, so we'll go back to the heavy 3 and hope that that works. Okay, so that's the paper source. Let's just check finishing, just to make sure everything looks fine there. And the quality and general is fine, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and do graphics. Okay, so that's gonna print 7 of those. And I'm gonna go see if that goes through my printer okay. While that's going, let me show you the paper. I bought this ream of paper years ago and I only needed it. Okay, so this was when resume paper was a thing, right? That's what I bought this for. And now I use it whenever I need cardstock. Oh, it hasn't switched to my camera yet. I'll show you over on my Cricut. Maybe none of my cameras are gonna switch now. Okay, my printer just beeped at me. I was trying to get my computer to do something, but it looks like all my cameras have seized. So let's see if this printed properly on my printer. You know what? It did. Oh, except for I messed up one, but that's okay because I had one extra. Good deal. Yay! Making things, making things. Okay, it sounds like making things, T-H-I-N-G-S, but it's, oh, I should put this back on something that you can see. Sorry about that. It's an old 90s show that I thought was hilarious, and it sounds like making things, T-H-I-N-G-S. It's actually making fiends, like friends, but fiends, monsters. I'm just being silly at this. It's been a long project. Okay. Oh, shoot. So we might have some problems with that, but that's okay. I'll show you what I mean. If my camera comes up, maybe I need to start it off again. Hey, BJ, sorry for... I think my camera turned off for my desk. Can you help me turn it back on? or which button do I press? Do I press the power button? Not that one. That's the record button, right? Okay. Wow. So sorry, here's finally this. I was reusing a piece of paper because, you know, you have to use all of your products. So the Cricut machine might have a hard time finding this piece right here. In fact, you know what? Let me just fix that so that it won't have a hard time finding it and cutting that out. We'll just fix it. There's an easy way to fix this. Oops, I want it closer than that. There we go. I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna grab my Sharpie. Whoa! And I'm just gonna go and it might be just a little bit off, but I am not gonna feel bad one bit, because it's not gonna be off more than anybody will notice. So, okay, so back to, let's go to the monitor. Load your tools and materials, so we'll go do that. Let's go to the Cricut so that you can see that. Okay, so my blade is in. I need to load the pen. And we'll see, I didn't do another test, so we'll see if the attaching of the files did the trick rather than the attaching of the two graphics, I'm sorry, the flattening of the two graphics fixed the problem. So it should just start writing and then do one great big cut around the outside. That's the goal. Okay, so right now it's reading those registration marks so that it knows exactly where to cut. Hopefully my Sharpie mark is good enough. It looks like it read it, so it's probably okay. And go right, go right. You too, my friend, can go right. I got it in all the time this way this time. Whew. Maybe I'll put some music here or something. Would you like if I put music here? Let me know. Or do you just want to hear the Cricut? Let me do that. Let me put the microphone over by the Cricut. And if I have something to say, I can grab the microphone and put it up to my mouth. So that you can hear it better. This is technical. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, oh, that doesn't work. I'm gonna pause it right here and take out the pen so it doesn't waste my pen on something I'm not gonna use. And we do store our pens tip down so that the ink automatically flows to the bottom, the tip of the pen, so that you can, so they're warmed up and ready to go right when you're ready to use them. So back to the lovely sounds of Cricut by David Attenborough or something like that. Oh, it's still cutting out each little thing. So as you can see, it's cutting out each little QR code thing again. So I didn't flatten that one enough or something. So I'm going to cancel this cut because that's not going to work. And I'll try again. I should have done a second try. Oh well. Now what, right? Learn from my mistakes. So we'll cancel this cut. Yeah, do you know what? I still should be able to cancel it and maybe still reuse this as my test. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so we're we're going to cancel that by pressing the load and unload. Oops. That's funny. I put my microphone in my pocket and the receiver that the microphone goes in up on my up by my face, so it didn't work. That's funny. I did it wrong. Oh, okay. I need to go change the so I'm not going to move anything, so I can still probably use this as a test. But I just need to flatten those individually and attach them. That's what I'm going to have to do. So grab this. We're going to unflatten. Oops. There we go. We're going to flatten. Oops, that didn't work. We want to undo all of that, so I'm just going to press Control Z on my keyboard. I want to flatten. Oh, I want to detach first. That's why it's not working. Detach. Then I want to flatten this guy. He's already flattened. He's a print then cut already. There's no approach. Okay, he's flattened too. Oh, I'm going to have to flatten these on the square and then attach the writing on the square. Let's try that. So let's flatten those on the square. And let's send that to the back. And then let's attach this to the print and cut. Okay, I think that's what we need to do. So a little bit different than we did before. Let's see if that works. I didn't move anything, so it's still going to be all in the right configuration, and the print and cut marks, registration marks that are on my print and cut file should still work. So let's go ahead and click Make and then give it a test. I've already printed all of these, so I'm not going to print them again. So I can skip the print step that's going to come up here in just a second. We'll just click Continue. And we're going to put, I have already printed over here on the right side. And now it's going to connect to my Maker 3. I'm going to have to print one more page of these anyways, but so maybe I should have done it, but that's okay. I don't want to waste any more paper or product. But you know what? Sometimes we do that, so it's just fine. Mine's 65-pound cardstock, so that's the one that I need there. You know what? Just for the heck of it, while I'm here, I'm going to check to see if that cut through, and it did not. So I'm going to change my cardstock. Instead of a light cardstock, I'm going to do a medium cardstock. So I'm going to press this drop down arrow on the right side and do a medium cardstock instead. Okay, everything there is correct. Back over to the Cricut. Load the pen first. Again, loading pen etiquette. I always put the cap on top so I don't lose it. You're supposed to hold the bottom of the adapter holder, or where the pen holder goes, and push it up just a little bit, not a ton of force, but that way when you push your pen down in, it doesn't move down and mark your paper. You can let it go and then put it on in. That way you know that you don't do what I did the first time. I don't like how that loaded. It's all skiwampus. I can feel it right here, and you can see it and hear it. Yucky, yucky, yucky. I'm gonna unload that and try again. Okay, that feels a lot better, just how I have it lined up. I have noticed on this particular maker, and it's probably not all of them, it's probably just this particular one, it does kind of load ski wampus, so I have to be careful of that. Ski wampus is a word too. I guess we don't need my pen in this one because it's already written. That's funny. So I'll go ahead and click play. It's gonna try and write, which it's not gonna do. And then hopefully it will just do one great big square at the end. We'll just have to watch it. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and let it pause, and after it's done doing its writing, I will put it in. I'm gonna pause the video recording so that you don't have to watch this, and then we'll go from there. Oh, it's not going to recognize it. I didn't put 2 up on my print. So let's cancel that and then fix my print. So cancel. Okay, 2 up now on my print. On the project copies is what it is. Now continue. And I've already printed. Now it's going to look for those lines in the right place. Oh, it's got to connect again. I'm being impatient. Obviously, I'm anxious to get this done. It's been 3 videos. 4 had you watched me crochet all those worms. Okay, there we go. It's connected because it turned blue. I need to select my medium cardstock. I would load my pens if I needed to do that. So this mat right here is an old mat. That's why it says light grip on it, because the stickiness, even after I clean it, is not as sticky as it should be. So that's why you see me futzing around with the corner and always pressing it back down where it needs to be pressed down. Okay, now it should go down to those ones. Yes, good, it did. Okay, and now it's gonna fake right. Okay, so pausing the recording, and I'll be back with you in a minute or 2. So I decided I'm going to get out another cutting mat because I only have one light grip and one standard cutting mat out. And for this job, I need a couple of cutting mats because it's so big. So I got the new one out, and I'm going to go ahead and just write on, and I told you about the stickers before. That's a fun way to do it. Just because this one is not as, because it's brand new. If you go to a crop or something, that's why you can put your initials on it. And this is a standard grip, so you can just write on it. The things with Sharpies, though, is that on this type of stuff, sometimes it smears. So do give it some time to come out. Actually, you know what? I do have a sticker I can put on this, and one that I love. So these are my logo stickers for my custom products. There we go. That makes me happy. Pretty. So I'll get this next mat ready. Clean mat. Oh, some people put the dates on them too to see how long they can make a mat last. Since I clean my mats usually, I find that annoying now, so I don't do that as much. But yeah, whatevs. Whatevs. To each their own. Okay, I don't know if this is recording. Okay, it looks like it's recording. Okay. So it's almost done with the writing portion here. It's got a little bit more, and then we're ready to write again. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if it tries and cuts out every little square on that QR code, or if it just cuts out a big square. That's a good sign. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's see what it did there. It cut out around the hat. It didn't cut the square, I don't think. Yeah, but that's kind of cute, and I will accept that if it fits in my card. Let's go ahead and, or if it fits in my little baggies. Let's see what it does. Okay. So, okay, that is kind of cute, and it didn't do at all what I expected it to. Let's see if this QR code works, because if so, then I'm going to use this one, because that is cute. Let me move my mats and everything so that you can see better. Cute, 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 cute. Oh, this QR code is a little messed up, so. It still went to the right place, so we're good. I like how it flattened around the design, and it didn't, around the worm, and it didn't cut it off. That's not what I expected, but I will take that happy accident. Super fun. So even this macaron isn't a worm. That will be just fine. I want the bow to be on top, so everything has to turn around. There we go. There's number 1 down, and then we will get the party started. Oh, cute! Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go load this mat and get it started to cut. So I'm going to do this again. I think I can just load this mat in and have it do press play, and I think it should work. Let's go see. And on my software, it says press done, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to, oh, one other thing to notice on your pens, the little arrow needs to be hidden once you get it down in the pen holder. Yeah, let's see what happens. I think this will work. So I didn't press done on my Cricut software, on my Design Space software. I've loaded this, and I'm just going to go ahead and press play. It may or may not work. Oh, it's saying it's having a hard time connecting to my machine. There we go. It's connected now. I'm going to select medium, or the medium cardstock, because that cut setting was beautiful for this paper. Oh, and I pressed play. Okay, so my software on my computer was just behind. Now, if this one works as expected, then the rest will go without a hitch, and I'll pause the recording again so that you don't have to see all of the stuffs. Watch all of the writing and cutting, because it's kind of boring. It is. But again, maybe I should put music with it. I don't know. Okay, there's my play button finally flashing at me. Let's watch. This should work. Yep, it's going to scan again, and then it's going to write again. Yes! Okay, let's make sure. I won't believe it until it starts writing again, unfortunately. So in my MBA program, they always use the words trust but verify. So that's what we're doing. We're trusting but verifying. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So I'll get those all cut and put away and show you the end result. Okay, so I figured out, it just took me a minute or two of thinking, why it cut around the worm versus cutting him off. In order for him to be cut off, I would have had to slice the worm versus just flatten. So I would have had to slice it and then flatten. And all I did was flatten, which just makes kind of, in Cricut terms, welds the images together. So that's why I cut around it. Happy accident. But I just wanted to tell you that I figured it out. Logical. Finishing up and on my last mat, and I have a little bit of time, and so I decided that I better clean this mat. So what I'm just using is water wipes. Well, I'm actually using the Clorox to-go packs because I had them, but I think I want to put those in my car. But this is making a huge difference on my mat. You can probably see how it's cleaning it. The fuzz on the wipes doesn't really stick. Holy cow, so much more sticky than it was a few minutes ago. And I think I need to press the play button on my Cricut. Oh goodness, was my head in the way so you can't see what I'm doing? Anyways, just scrubbing each little square. This one's pretty much dried out at this point. So yeah, I need to throw it away and use some wipes. My Clorox wipes are pretty dry. You can see it get off the gunk where I dropped it on the floor and picked up dog hair and people hair and all of the things. Let's see if we can get off this spot. Nope, that spot is not coming off. You can clean it off with Dawn dish soap as well. Just don't use a scrubby because that will take off the sticky. So if you want a deeper clean, you can do it that way. But the water wipes work really well in a pinch. And like this is maintenance versus a deep clean, if that makes sense. And I don't know if you remember what it looked like before, but there you go, just cleaned up. Let that dry for a minute. I'm getting obsessive. It's probably time for me to go to bed. Okay, finally done. I shouldn't say finally. It didn't really take that long, but it's done. Oh, I wanted to fix a few things on these. So let's do that real quick. After all of that, I want to change it. So let's switch back to the monitor, and I'm going to click done. I wanted to change some wording, and I wanted to change some instead of can bring you cheer, I want to say will bring you cheer. Or actually, just brings you cheer. Worm, enter. Brings you cheer. Small token to brighten your spirit. Together, day by day, we'll learn to live worry-free at peace with hard to give. Yes, that's what I wanted. And now that I've actually dealt with this pointy hat on the side, I want to slice it out. I am not willing, it's just extra annoying to do that, deal with that. So I'm going to slice it and then reattach it. So let's go ahead and unflatten all of this. And if think I should detach. Well, let's slice first. Okay, there we go. We got the edges. I think, yep, that's it right there. We'll just delete that. Okay, and then we are going to delete that one as well. Oh, I'm gonna have to do another square because it took that hole out of that square and we don't want that either. So let's go ahead and put another 4x4 square in here and then we'll attach that. Oh, I should have done it with round corners. Too late now. Maybe next time. Ah, fine, I'll do it. Round corners right there, basic shapes. Let's do that 4. And we'll get rid of this one. We'll turn this guy white. Put him over here and send him to back. Okay. And hopefully we'll get that right on the edge. That looks perfect for the worm. I could zoom in and make sure that this was right on the edge, but that's plenty good. Okay, so let's flatten these 3 pieces together like we did before. And then it didn't do it right, just like I wondered if it would. So we'll detach, flatten the one parts first, and then attach the, there we go, flatten that, and then attach this, attach the words. But what I didn't do is I didn't put the words in the right order, but there they are. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that, and that'll be ready for the next time I do this with rounded corners, so that'll make it slide into the bags just a little bit easier. I guess I don't need to save that for anything, so we should be okay there. And let's go ahead and click on my main webcam. Thanks for sticking in there for all of these videos. I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions or wonder why I did something some way, let me know and I'll answer your questions. Okay, bye.